The numbers just released show that the Bloomington Police Department arrested 12 protesters at Mall of America today. The mall told the protesters they could not enter the building because it is a private business. They did offer a neighboring parking lot for the event, but that didn't stop hundreds from heading inside. They were there until they were forced out by police. We do have team coverage of the protest tonight. We begin with Care 11's Adrian Broaddus, who was inside the mall when it happened. Good evening, Adrian.
Good evening to you. And you see a line of sheriff's vehicles just behind me. Many of them were inside on standby just in case that demonstration got out of hand. But I can tell you, there was not a soundtrack of holiday music playing inside a Mall of America. It was quite different. We've learned in the last 20 minutes that 12 people were arrested. Now, take a look at these pictures. You can see the rotunda was full. Nearly 1,000 people gathered. Many brought in signs. Everyone entering the mall today was checked. The mall hired a private security team. An employee told me there were at least 100 of members from that security team. I can tell you the staff gave the protesters 3 warnings before making any arrests. One woman protesting said she hopes today's demonstration creates change in Minnesota.
A blind eye to it because they have the privilege to do so. So I'm thankful that it's not just one type of people that are here. It's everyone. There's white people, there's black people, there's Asian people, there's Hispanic people, there's Middle Eastern people. They're all here to support Black lives because Black lives matter.
Overall, I can tell you the protests that we witnessed today were peaceful. After covering protests similar in Ferguson, which this is all as a result of the death of Michael Brown, Eric Garner, it was reminiscent of what we saw there. At times inside the rotunda, those protesters were chanting directly at police, "Who do you protect? Who do you serve?" And many of the protesters we heard from today say they want that message heard. Shoppers today heard that message. You'll hear more from them. My colleague Janelle Klein got a chance to link up with some of those shoppers. Whether or not their message was clear is still up in the air.
Yeah, a lot of people, as Adrian said, inside the mall, but there was also a big group outside the mall. They were outside the mall's east entrance, and they gathered there, but police were keeping a very close eye on the crowds. Authorities blocked some of the mall's entrances, and some stores also temporarily closed because of safety concerns. Some shoppers say they didn't know about the protest and had a tough time doing their holiday shopping today. They say they were very confused about how to get into the mall and get out because of those blocked entrances. The mall, though, says it is private property and it does not allow unauthorized protests. It says in a statement just minutes ago saying it is extremely disappointed that protesters ignored that policy, adding that it met its goal of a quick and peaceful resolution. The mall also adds that all of the stores in the mall are now.
Barbara Galetly Passmore took this photo through her airplane window at Bush Airport and tweeted it. It shows a dog kennel sitting on the tarmac on a rainy day. Her caption, "Evil United Airlines leaves dog on rainy, cold runway for more than a half hour despite alerts to staff." United Airlines responded saying, "Thanks for telling us. The weather can change and may have been clear when PetSafe dropped off. They're the ones to call too."
It's annoying to me that United is saying that it wasn't out there very long, it hadn't been raining. All those things are not true. I mean, you were in Houston, you know it was raining that morning, like it was just nutty. But anyway, so that was my perspective. That's what I saw.
Barbara's tweet went viral and even caught the attention of singer Sia, who tweeted, "I will never fly United again." Barbara says all of it was unexpected.
I mean, obviously nothing good came of it for this poor dog, which was what my only objective.
KHOU spoke with a United representative who says security cameras show the kennel was placed under the airplane wing, out of the rain, with safety cones around it. He went on to say, according to procedure, the dog's kennel was loaded last so it could be taken off first at its destination, and that it sat on the tarmac for less than a half hour. But all of it was enough for Barbara to be relieved about leaving her beloved dog at home.
We decided to just take the expense and leave the dog in London with a caretaker we trusted, rather than fly him as cargo. And I have to say, this makes me really glad that we did that. So I can't say that I'm excited to fly United in the future, and I would never put my dog in United's cargo hold.